Hi everyone, it's Bill from Crooked Acres. Welcome back to the homestead. So what I'm going to show you today is how we have set up our grow room to start our seedlings for our vegetable garden and such for this spring and summer. I'm going to take you through a little tour on what we did here, and then I'm going to show you a cool little plant that we picked up when we were away on vacation. So we'll get to that, but first let me show you the grow room and what we got planned. All right, so this is what we've got set up to start our seedlings for this spring and summer. So this is a spare bedroom in our house. It's not really used unless we have family over, so it's not currently being used. So we set up our grow stations in this room. It's a little tight in here, but I'm gonna try and give you the best view that I can. So we've got a 5 shelf unit set up. You can see it's got the grow lights. I've got them turned on. I've got 3. I may get one for the bottom there yet. I haven't quite decided, and I may or may not need it depending on how many trays I do get set up. But I've put the whole thing on cardboard. That way I don't ruin the carpet if, we do spill something. We've got a south-facing window there. So that does allow sunlight most of the day to, supplement the grow lights. The room also has a ceiling fan, so that definitely is good for hardening off plants. We can get some air circulation in here to mimic some wind. A couple things I've added to the room is I've added a thermometer that will easily let me allow me to know what the temperature is in here at any given time. And I've also added, that is a thermostat controlled electric heater. So I don't run it when I'm not home because it is electric, but while I'm home I run it. I have it set at 72 degrees, and I have it set that high for the special plant that I'm going to show you here momentarily that we picked up. But once I start my seedlings, especially my cold weather crops, my cabbages and broccolis and such, I won't let it get that warm in here. But we will use that when we start our seedlings for our peppers and tomatoes rather than heat mats. It just keeps the room overall and gives you a better germination rate. So, but yeah, there's our 5 shelf unit. It's in this bedroom. It's like I said, it's a little tight, so it might be tough to see, but it's going to work out great in here. So the tree I got tucked in here behind our grow station by the south facing window is the surprise plant that I'm going to tell you about right now. So stay tuned, and I'm going to show you and tell you what that is. So we just went on a vacation to Florida. We spent 11 days in Florida, and I had done a bunch of research before we left. I wanted to try something a little bit more original for my northern climate here. And after doing a bunch of research, I purchased a lemon tree. This is a Myers lemon tree. The research that I did said that you can grow this in the northern climates, as long as you obviously keep it indoors in the wintertime by a south-facing window, plenty of light, obviously moisture, humidity, little air circulation. So I'm going to experiment with this. This is the pot it came in. Obviously, I'm going to go ahead and re-pot this right now. And then we're going to take it up and we're going to put it on the other side of our grow station there on that south-facing window. And I'm hoping between the south-facing window and the grow lights that it will be just fine. And then I can put it out on the patio this summer. These trees do fine in a potted situation. They don't need to put in the ground. They are self-pollinating, so they don't need any pollinators to produce fruit. So this is an experiment. We'll see what happens. I brought it down here in the basement to repot. That way it's easy for me to clean up when I make a mess. But I'm gonna go ahead and get that done. One thing that's pretty cool about these trees, and I didn't know the first thing about lemon trees and still kind of don't, But they have, I don't know if you can see them, very sharp thorns on them. And if you get your hand in there, you're going to know it because they're going to prick you. And I've had blood drawn twice already, so I'm going to be careful here. But yeah, they got a bunch of thorns on them. All right, so I've got this pot here that I'm going to use. It's a little bigger than what I've got here, and hopefully it can live in this pot for a couple years or so before we've got to make it bigger. But yeah, so I've measured this up. I'm going to come up about 6 inches with some new potting soil, and then I will put it back in there. All right, so I've got it repotted. That created a much bigger mess than I thought it was gonna. I'm glad I did that downstairs so I can sweep it up. It's a bigger pot. It does have that bamboo rod in it to help support the tree. I think it's more for shipping purposes when they were shipping it than it is for, you know, growing purposes. But I did take the tag that it came with and just put it on there, and I'll leave that on there for a little while till I know for sure it's stabilized. And then I will, I'll go ahead and take that off. It's on there real loose. So I don't really know what it's doing anyways, but the bamboo rod does help to hold the tree up. And I think it, like I said, more so for shipping than for actual growing. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that upstairs. I'll show you right where we're gonna put it. I'm gonna give it a touch of water, and yeah, that's it. So I placed our tree right in front of the south-facing window. Now, that little bowl of water that's in there, I had read that as that water evaporates, it provides humidity for the tree. So whether or not that's a big deal or not, I don't know, but I put it there. And I do have a spray can, and I have been spraying the leaves. You can see they're got some water on them now to provide the desired humidity. They said you should do that once a day, so that's what I've been doing. We'll see how it goes, but there's our lemon tree. Hopefully it'll grow. But we'll keep you updated. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share the video with friends, family, neighbors, whoever you think's into this stuff, and we'll catch you on the next one.